So, hello, collective. How are you guys? It's been a couple of days. I don't know about you guys, but it has been rough this way around. And some family issues. So, prayers would be helpful. Okay, but I did still find the time to come out here and record this video for you guys, because I know I know some of us is going through hard times, myself included. So I did want to make this video, and this video is actually called how do you handle hard times? Okay, so what attributes do you bring out during hard times or rough times? And this will help you learn, how you handle, if you're going through a rough patch. So if this is for pile 1 and you chose dragon, this is like a Chinese dragon too. So if you chose dragon, so I'm already seeing that you guys can you have the gift of sacred sight, pile 1, and you guys can like see into like a magical realm, and it's almost like escapism, and you might even think that you're losing your mind with this sight, but you're not. They're saying you have the gift of sacred sight. If you can see it, yeah. And you see it like it's she herself looks magical, and there's like a unicorn, but it's like you're able to go into a world of fairies, yay fairies, and just see things that people aren't able to see, which is why it's called the gift of sacred sight. But while you are stressing or having a hard time, it's easier for you to kind of go there. They almost open the realm for you. You might be fae yourself, or relate to fairies or things like that, or the magical world, but it's almost like they accept you when you go there. It is welcoming, and it's very comforting for you to go there. You might always thought like, oh, this is like figment of my imagination, but I'm seeing that a magical realm does open up for you. So let's see what they have to say about it. So I'll read an excerpt. What it says, you will sometimes feel trapped in a world where you receive too many visions to make sense of. This will pass, and we will help you through this stage. Ask us what you need to know, and we will do our best to translate the images you are seeing. The energies you are able to glimpse so clearly now into words you are able to understand. So this magical world shows you images, that sometimes it might be hard for you to see or understand, but what they will do is give you downloads later on to help you understand the images of what you've seen, or what was shown. I should say what was shown to you, right? And it also helps pertain to whatever you're going through. So if you're going through a hard time, what happens is this magical world that allows you to peep into it, and it's because you're a part of this magical world yourself, and I am a heavy believer in magic and these things, and that we all kind of carry some things over from our higher selves and from the 5D. So when you're going through a hard time, they do open up this world to you to help you get through it, and to help you to help send you messages, so you know what's going on, and what you are to be aware of coming towards you in the future, or what you're dealing with now. Also, I see that another way you deal with hard times is that you might find a romantic interest, and you can, so it's all about like worlds for you, right? That you can lose yourself in another world. So it says, helper of emotions, and you see like it's a guy, he's courting a girl, and he's basically courting the girl, buying her gifts and everything. So you might find a romantic interest, which will help take your mind off of whatever you are going through at the time. And this, you know, you're able to actually manifest this person for you. So 9 times out of 10, you know, it could be like the same person, or you can find yourself getting more lost into this person if it's the same person, or, you know, it's just like always when you go through these hard times, you can manifest like this magical person who like helps you get through this hard times, that you have this companion who's there for you. Right. And I also think that has to do with this magical realm, which opens itself to you. So it's like they send you a helper. And who knows, they could be from this, you know, magic world that shapeshifted into someone or whatever. Who knows, you know, but it does seem like they do send you this helper that, and it helps you to escape to love. So if it's not to this magical world you're escaping to love, and finding this like perfect love interest who kind of shades you with the perfect romance at that time, which does help you cope with the bad or hard times. Let's say hard. I don't like to say bad. So what, yeah, so we have like King of Cups. You see that? King of Cups. And I have that this person, King of Cups, comes to you, and it's like this King of Cups is here to offer you some solace when you're going through hard times, and it helps get you through it. And that's what I'm thinking. It could be someone who is like your twin flame, and it could be like I don't know, but it just, when you're going through these hard times, it's easier for you to find yourself getting into a relationship with this person, because it's like this person, or it could be this different persons, but they have these same attributes where they kind of bring you exactly it is what you need to help you cope, to get you through these hard times. Because it might be something you're I don't want to say missing, but it's just something that you need to get you particularly through this hard time. And once this hard time is over, you might even find that this kind of relationship interest, they might go away, or, you know, or you just find yourself not as interested in the romantic interest, because it is a form of escapism where that helps you cope. And then, yeah, so we have death. So it's like you could be a little opposed to change. So that's what it is. That's what I think that this person, so whenever you go through a hard time, you have a hard time dealing with change. You're not easy with dealing with change. So it's like when you meet this person comes as an aid to help give you some kind of elixir, you know, and I'm doing the elixir with quotes, to help get you through this hard time. It's like this person knows exactly what you need. And I do think it's sent from this magical realm, and you do have some kind of connection, whether it's through your ancestors, your spirit guides. They do have some kind of connection with you where they do help you get through the hard time. They know exactly what you need, because they know you just don't handle this change well, and you might even fight against it and try to hold on things which no longer serve you. So when you go into this romance, right, it's easier for you to cope and let go of these things that no longer serve you, and to take the change. So yeah, so we got the Fool also in reverse. So that's what it is. Pile one, it's like you guys aren't really eager to jump into new lives, new roles, accept new changes in your life. So you might find it hard for you. So when you kind of find these new romances, they kind of help ease you into it, to this next stage or phase in your life that you're supposed to go to. So they send you like helpers, which is really sweet. And these helpers, you know, they're like, you know how they say that some people are come for a season, and there's some people like there. So these people are definitely here for a season to help you get through changes. Again, it might be the same person, and you might find that you stay with this person, but it might just around the times when you're going through something, you're going through some tough times, you might find yourself more drawn to this person, because this person helps get, because I am seeing it is a King of Cups that really helps you, like helps give you what you need. You know what I mean? Like this person balances you out. You don't like changes. This person comes to show you how to master these changes. That change doesn't always have to be bad. That we can, you know, although something as good as leaving, we also can accept the good that comes with these changes. And changes brings growth. So that's what this person is trying to teach you, that changes bring growth. At the end of the day, we are left with a new beginning to start all over and find our happiness once again, right? So nothing is never lost. It just comes back around again like the wheel of fortune. So I guess this, I think eventually you probably will learn to probably stop leaning into this person to help you through. So it is a person. And I'm also even getting a connection, because if you look even in these cards, it's like the horse loves her, right? And is very much drawn to her. And then you have here too that this person is like a helper. It says helper. So you have this helper who is sent to help you get through the hard time. So it's almost like a blessing. And that's like they're here to help you and to teach you about how to handle changes. And they really just want you to know that you are fearless and you can get through these changes. So I just think eventually you will learn this lesson, because it is the Fool. And it is somebody who is willing to, at the end of the day, you would be willing to take that jump. You do have it in you. You just have to see you have it within yourself, that you can handle these changes, that you are strong enough. You don't always need to rely on somebody to get you through it, right? So, yes, that's it, Pile 1. That's how you handle hard times. You kind of rely on a helper to help get you through it. And this helper could be a twin, a soulmate, or a twin flame that kind of knows to cater to you and give you right what you need when this time comes. It's like you almost manifest it. And you also can go into this magical world where they help send you downloads and give you this gift of sacred sight to let you know what's coming. So it's almost like it's like you kind of run from your gift a little bit, because once you learn to accept this gift, then you also won't need this helper anymore. Not saying that the helper won't be in your life. You just won't need to feel the need to feel a little codependent when you're going through tough times. Like you can't do it alone. Okay? So that's what I have for pile 1. And we're going to go to pile 2. Okay, so pile 2. If you chose Camel. Okay, we're going to go into you. So basically what I'm seeing here is that how do you handle hard times? Well, it looks like you, through your intuition. Okay, so your angels guide you. It's like you have a guardian angel that helps guide you through your intuition. But it's from what I'm hearing from spirit is that you sometimes don't always trust this guardian angel, and that sometimes that you might find yourself questioning. So what you do is that you ask others like what you should do in a situation instead of accepting your own inner guidance, which your angels do try to reach out, or this guardian angel, I should say, tries to reach out and help guide you through these hard times. And you might find you ask like all, other people, different people, because it's like you really don't trust your own judgment yet. And your guardian angel wants you to stop doubting yourself and misjudging yourself, and listen to that inner guide that you naturally have. Like you have a strong intuition, Paul, too. And they're saying that you don't listen to it, though, that you rather would take the advice of others or get others' advice until almost like approval kind of thing to know which way to go next. When they say you naturally have it within you, you have this gift of intuition and insight that you naturally have inside of you, and you really don't have to ask anyone. And it even says at the end, it may be best to keep your secrets to yourself for now. So that could be some kind of warning or some kind of guidance. Like, I guess when you're going through hard times, maybe just trust your intuition and go at it alone and keep it like to yourself, I guess, until you clear out of the woods and you know that everything is kind of going okay. Because some people do kind of like to feed off of misfortune. It's sad to say, but that is true about some people. And especially when you have a guardian angel that kind of guide you through your own intuition. So we also have the snake princess, the serpentine path to power. So it says you have serpentine knowledge, and you're even connected to serpents. So this does look like Eve holding the apple. And the serpent was supposed to give Eve divine knowledge or something, especially if she ate the apple. So what I'm getting from this is that you have a spirit animal, and your spirit animal is a snake, and this snake gives you downloads and gives you divine knowledge, gives you this divine knowledge that you just instantly know these things, right? And it says that this, though, you do listen to, listen to this divine knowledge, and but you kind of don't listen to your guardian angel when they try to guide you. So this knowledge, maybe because it's imbued in you, you just get the downloads and it kind of comes up like as and you don't really have to guess, because you just know, like, oh, okay, well, this goes this and that. So you do have this divine knowledge that it seems like your spirit animal or your spirit guardian animal kind of gives you right at the right time, at the right place to help you get through these hard times. So let's see what excerpt we can take from this. So we have you have great powers of divination and may have associations with the ancient Pythia, the oracle of Delphi. Initially, the Pythia or Pythonus was the oracle of the goddess, and over time the Pythia transformed into the oracle of Apollo. But the Pythia remained the guardian of the serpentine way. It may be time to walk a labyrinth, to forego the linear, dualistic view of the world, and to begin to live in a more feminine, organic, undulating way. This is a wonderful time to learn ritual dance, to explore what skin it is you must shed, to observe the rites of ancient cultures, and to acknowledge that you too are one of the people of the serpent. So you have deep connections with like serpents and the serpentine way of knowledge. And you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of gosh, I'm so she was the voodoo queen of New Orleans, and she has a picture with maybe because I'm thinking of it, but she was the voodoo queen of New Orleans, and she was in she was in the American Horror Story. Angela Bassett played her, but I'm getting in the mind of that her snake, they said her snake used to tell her divine knowledge, and that's what I'm getting, that you almost have like this, if you don't like snakes, you might find yourself, you are drawn to snakes, and that is because they are drawn to you. They do come to you and give you this divine knowledge, and you just know these things because snakes are the guardians of the wisdom of the world, the old wisdom, that they are the gatekeepers there. And I get that you are of this world and you get divine knowledge from them. So there's something you can look up. I'm sorry I forgot her name, but she also could commune with snakes, or she had one special snake that was her snake that she would do rituals with, and especially when she went through hard times. So I'm getting a connection here, the Voodoo Queen of New Orleans. So if you guys know it, you can put it below. It's only because I'm trying to get her name that it's like ripped out of my head. So we have Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So again, this is what I'm seeing, that you guys don't do the hard work when it comes to like relying on yourself and trusting your own intuition when it comes to, because your guardian angel kind of guide you through this intuition, and they try to give you these messages, and it seems like you kind of like almost shun it or turn away, like you go to other people and say, well, what do you think about this, or what do you about, instead of trusting your own guidance and insight. So we have King of Wands in reverse. So I'm getting, you guys can learn by trial and error, and you can be a little bit impulsive, right? Instead of kind of like doing the work and trusting your guidance and doing the research. I'm hearing like do more research instead of just being impulsive and going out and doing something and learning by trial and error. But to kind of do the work, and if you're going through a tough time or hard time, see what works first, or see what will be the best outcome, to kind of take the time to see you know, where your guidance and your intuition is taking you, instead of kind of relying on being like over reliant on the opinions of others, right? Because if you got the King of Wands, even though it's in reverse, the King of Wands is in you, and the King of Wands asks no one for permission, right? They do what they want to do when they want to do. That's the King of Wands. But since it's in reverse, it's almost like you're unsure of yourself. So you kind of do impulsive things and learn like that when you know you kind of have this inner power and this inner strength that you really don't have to lean on anyone but yourself to help get you through. So you guys could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And you're just learning your way about channeling your will. But instead of being reliant on people's opinions to get you through hard times. They say you already know the answers. You already have this wisdom and divine power within you. So we have Three of Swords. So you could have went through a hard time, and this could have done a number on you where you kind of maybe doubt yourself now. You feel like I'm feeling that maybe you had a person that you were with, and maybe this person used to give you like excellent advice, right? And you were used to that. You got used to this partner giving you excellent advice that will help, you know, they will help you get through things. And you kind of maybe even got codependent on it. So I guess if you and this person are no longer together, you kind of ask people to kind of get that same kind of connection. Like, what should I do now? It's just like somebody who doesn't want to lean on their own will, like lean on their own willpower. And I'm hearing that you do have the willpower. You do have this, you do have it inside you to kind of get the answers on your own. You don't have to lean on others to get the answers for you. You have them within you. You know, that's what your guardian angel wants you to know, that they are with you, that they walk with you, and that you're always going to be okay. Sometimes I'm getting you don't feel like you're going to be okay, and that you might get nervous. This group might even have anxiety, and you might get nervous, but what your guardian angel wants you to know is that they're with you. You're always going to be okay. As long as you do the work, you kind of I'm getting that they even protect you, which is why they want you sometimes to keep the secrets to yourself, that you don't always have to run out and tell everybody what you're going through, because sometimes some people just don't have the best intentions for you, Paul, too. And they might want to slip up your fell. They know you could be impulsive. And when they know you're impulsive, you find yourself in relationships or with people who will end up hurting you. And I'm hearing that it's been done time and time again, enough that it took your some of your confidence out, that you don't want to even rely on yourself and your own intuition, your insight, but it's within you. You know what I mean? And it won't lead you wrong. So that is how you handle the hard times. I'm also telling you how you could stand on your, follow your own insight. But for now, that's what you do. You you go and you ask others for advice when you already kind of do have the answers and you have the will to do it yourself. You know, it seems like somehow, some way, your confidence was taken, and you just kind of feel more secure getting more than one source of information on how to get you through something. But again, what Spirit wants you to know is that you have this insight, you have this intuition, and some people just don't have your best interest at heart, and they might want to hurt you. So some secrets you just have to keep to yourself, Paul, too, until you figure it out and you do the work, Paul, too. Sometimes you just have to do the work by yourself. You see, he doesn't have a crowd. He doesn't have anybody with him. He's doing the work by himself. So, Paul, too, sometimes you just have to do the work, get down to the nitty gritty, and figure out how to handle your own problems, right? Because you do have it in you. You have it in you to stand up and do what needs to be done, to be a stand-up guy or woman. You have it within you. You know, don't let anybody take your confidence and say that you don't, because you do. All right, Paul 2. So we're going to move on to pile 3, and let's see what we have for pile 3. Okay, so pile 3, if you chose Lion, I like this pile already. You guys, how you get through hard times, you guys are strategists, okay? No one can hold you guys down for long. This power might seem like true Leos. You guys have awesome willpower, and how you get through tough times. You figure out strategies. You think on all angles. You're able to think in the future, in the past, all around. You're just able to think different, like multi-diagonal. Like it's hard to keep you like even in a box. And you know, and your thinking is your superpower. Your thinking is your superpower, power 3. So, but sometimes your thinking might also get you in a stuck energy as well. So sometimes overthinking, your thinking is your superpower, and it does help get you through hard times, but it also can get like build up anxiety and make you think things are really worse than they are. And what I'm hearing is that your strategies, though, you always do come out on top, and that you're able to always get yourself out of binds and out of situations, even though for the moment it seems like you might never get yourself out of these situations or binds that you catch yourself in, but you always do. You always land on your feet. I'm feeling very much cat energy. So I'm getting like just at the moment where you think that you won't be able to do it is when you kind of do it. You get yourself out, and you even surprise yourself every time along with others. Like if you look at this girl's eyes, I'm seeing like surprise. So I'm looking like that's how people see you get out of jams. Like when you get yourself in situations that people be like, you know, they'll never get out of this, you know, or they'll be like, oh, they're done for good. You know, like this person will never, but you get yourself out every time with your strategies, the way you're thinking, like you're brilliant with your thoughts. And the only thing is that sometimes your brain might twist yourself into a frenzy, and your thoughts can run away with you, and then you get like in a trapped energy, and you might stay there for a little bit, but you don't stay down. You know, eventually you do get yourself out. So let's see what messages we have. Okay, so we do have the devil. So yeah, so that's what I'm getting. Like sometimes you just find yourself in these situations, and it's like a bind, right? And I'm telling you, maybe it could be relationships, it could be materialistic, it could be a job, it could just be anything. Like anything goes, and people will really count you down for the count, and they'll be like, oh yeah, this person is never getting out of this. Or somebody might even think, like in a relationship with you, like, oh, they're never going anywhere, they're out of this. No, eventually you will strategize, you will put your thoughts together, and you will eventually get yourself out of whatever bind you put yourself in. So yeah, so Knight of Wands. So you are a very take charge kind of personality. And again, I'm feeling very much like this Leo energy, where you're fearless. You know, this is probably how you get yourself in these situations or in these bind, because you are fearless and you do charge in head forth. Like if you look at that horse, he's charging right in head forth, not even thinking of what dangers lie ahead. And if you look, there's the devil right ahead, and it's like you're still charging ahead, like you're not even letting that stop you, because eventually you know that it could end up in like some kind of binding situation, and that you might even lose your power, but you know in the end you will get yourself out of this. It's like almost you live for the challenges. Pile 3, you don't like rules. Pile 3 don't like rules. Pile 3, you got the Hierophant in reverse. You're very unconventional. You're very unconventional, and just when people think they got you pinned out, you show them that no, I am not. I am exactly not what you thought I was. You know, like Leo baby the whole way. Like I am basically the master of my own freaking life, master mistress of my own life, and you prove that to people every time. Power 3. Like you guys are just like simple and easy, that you find new challenges to get you in, just to see how strong you are to get out of it. Yes, you do. And people do try to hold you down, Pile 3, but you get out of it every time. You don't like rules. So it's almost like if people give you a rule, you automatically try to break these rules just to get yourself out of it. But I'm hearing you do. Eventually, You know, sometimes you might find yourself in a situation longer than you prove to be in, or some tough situation longer than you be in. But you strategize until you find your way out of it. And you surprise people every time. You're definitely the wild card, pile 3. So that's what you do, pile 3, when you find yourself in a tough or hard situation. You strategize and you think, you use that superpower brain of yours to get you out of it every time. And eventually you do succeed. So all we ask of you, pile 3, is to, rules are sometimes there for a reason. So learn to compromise, right? And don't just kind of like go barge and rushing into situations, because what it does is it could waste your time to get in these kind of situations. But if that's the path you are on to test your strength, then that is the path you are on. So you know, it seems like you forge your own path and you don't wait for anybody else to do it for you. So eventually you'll learn to see the red flags, right? And not still jump into it. And that way you can use your energy to more abundant things for you, right? That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, pile 3, that was your reading, and you guys were very fun. I liked this pile. You guys are fun. You know, I would like to hang with you for a day. And we're going on to pile 4. Okay, pile 4. So I hope you guys are doing good today. And 4 is very big with you guys too, because you guys got 4 of action. So if you chose Hamsa hand, I'm feeling a sense of protection with this pile. So you guys like to feel protected when you go through hard times. Your house definitely makes you feel protected, so you might feel like you hold in. Also work. Some of you might do work, whether it's a hobby that you work hard at, or it could be work yourself. Some of you guys could work from home. A lot of you guys could work from home, and you guys will dig yourself into work, and work actually helps you get through hard times. And it helps like take your mind off whatever you're going through, and that actually helps you, okay? Because when you don't keep your mind on it, you won't drive yourself crazy. So it says Brother Raccoon, a safe place for you to go. So I'm getting that with the home too. So you like to feel safe and protected, especially because maybe when you go through a hard time, you feel really vulnerable and left out in the cold. So home makes you feel secure, and you're able to handle these tough times a little bit better. We're going to read a little excerpt out of this book. Oh, good. I went right to it. So it says, do not speak, adapt, make intelligent choices, and hide your precious self or knowledge for a time. If working on a new project, wow, we did say working, right? If working on a new project, do not speak of it to others for now. At the least, you will dissipate the energy. More terrifying, you run the risk of it being stolen, and you also run the risk of worrying about it, which is itself energy sapping. Keep it a beautiful secret between you and the universe, and continue to do your work. So this could have to do with work. You might face a lot of hard times at work, pile 4, with others trying to steal your ideas or whatever. So you kind of grind your nose to the grindstone. And it says sometimes that you could even forget to celebrate. So basically what Spirit wants you to do is that you kind of make sure, even calculate, so you don't even have problems, and you work hard at that. Spirit wants you to kind of relax and celebrate sometimes as well, because this pile could work so much, because you guys try to work hard so you don't find yourself in problems. Maybe you work hard because you want to save money so you don't run into financial problems, or you work hard so you don't find yourself in any future binds or bills backed up or anything. You guys are just want to be super safe. Also saying at work, if you guys are working on a project, kind of keep that to yourself until that project is signed, sealed, delivered. Don't talk it over with anybody you don't trust, because it says that people would try to either steal your ideas, or that you could kind of take your own motivation out of yourself. So just remember, pile 4, that Okay, so number one, that is how you deal with hard times. You deal with it through working hard, and also your home, being in a safe place like your home. Your home feels very safe for you, and you might even get like go into hermit mode and like hold yourself into your house and not want to leave out until the problem is solved, or at least till you feel like you've worked on it enough until the problem is solved to your satisfaction. So let's see what messages we have. Yeah, so Ace of Wands. So you're always coming up with new ideas. So this pile, you guys might be trying to start a new business. If you are trying to start a new business and you're leaving one job, keep that to yourself until you're absolutely everything is wrapped up, okay? Because somebody either might steal your job, or if you're also there's another crowd of you guys that have a idea and you want to present it to your boss. If you want to present it to your boss, make sure you work out the best presentation. Put it in a portfolio you want to present it to, and don't tell anyone else, because you might want to steal your ideas. I'm getting, yes, look at that 5 of Wands. There's definitely like some kind of strife going on. I don't know if this is at the workplace, guys, but there's definitely some fighting going on for some type of position, whether it's at home or at work. So basically what I'm hearing, especially for those who if it's at work, keep your own projects a secret, guys. And if it's at home, again, keep your movements, or what your next plans. Because maybe your next plan, maybe you want a house of your own. Maybe some of you guys might be thinking of moving out. Keep that a secret till you get the freaking apartment, okay? Because I'm hearing that will start a lot of fights. Yeah, you're ready to go off on your own. So this might be some of you who might want to start your own business, right? Or moving up. Or some of you just want to pack your bags and get your own place. So what I'm hearing from Spirit is that don't say anything until you guys got it signed, sealed, and delivered. That's what I'm hearing. Again, signed, sealed, delivered. So if it's an apartment, don't wait till it's signed, sealed, delivered. If it's a project, signed, sealed, delivered. And then you can kind of strut yourself after you got everything, you dotted your I's and crossed your T's, because you just don't want this plan. I'm hearing all will go as exactly as you want it, as long as you keep it to yourself until everything is just like sealed. Okay, so pile forward, that is what you do. You try to think of all the ways that something can go wrong, and you work accordingly so that doesn't happen. And nine times out of 10, you can foresee something happening, and you do most likely avoid it. You avoid it so much that Spirit is telling you to take a break and relax and have some fun, pile 4. Okay, and that you are protected. You got that Hamsa hand. I feel like you guys are protected. Long as you it's like, so protection, this also, it's like the evil eye too. So it's like jealous people could be watching you. So whether it's at home or whether it's at your work life, be careful. Keep your secret to yourself. That's another thing the evil eye can do. If you tell somebody your project, and they might not even know they're sending you the evil eye, but if you tell somebody about something you want to do, whether it's getting your own apartment or getting your own business, you let them know, they can send out the evil eye. Next thing you know, it doesn't happen. So just be careful who you tell things to, people you absolutely trust, and wait until it's assigned, sealed, delivered. Okay? Alrighty, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Again, if you guys could say some prayers, I am going through a little thing with my family, and I would appreciate any love and light. Okay, so I hope you guys are doing well and taking care of yourself. Love your family, guys. Love on each other, because it's just, you never know, right? You never know, especially these days. So I do love you guys. I love you guys so much. I'm not here to rag on anybody. If I do say anything, it's because I do want to help everybody with advancement. Okay, so I will see you guys next reading. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Okay, good night. You'll probably get it tomorrow, though.